The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
It's more a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Pull it. Oh, this is a terrific run. Gerrard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Van Basten. And it's Gullit. Little pass back. He's going to be disappointed with that. Gerrard. Oh, super ball. And he shoots! Goal! Barcelona! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
That's going to go a long way. Beckenbauer is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's tidy. It's Eto'o!
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. Shot could be on. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Mbappe attempts a clearance. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Hazard, so much time and space here. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Hazard. Hazard! Well, that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Hazard most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
And the pass is intercepted. Pull it. De Bruyne. And it's De Bruyne. Raul. Raul has created one. It's Raul! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's rising!
Added time.
Nearly, but not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Vasco da Gama trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we are back underway. Big chance! And he's stuck it away!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Mbappe. Probing pass. Raul to Gerrard. This is a promising build-up. Raul. And this is Van Basten. He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, good effort! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Substitution.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
And it's Gullit. Vasco da Gama, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Owen. Aimed beyond the defence. Picked out Messi! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at him, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? It's Hazard! And a truly agonising miss.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
The Rossi makes the interception. Vasco da Gama now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Well, that's well seen too. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Vasco da Gama really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Oh, easy pickings there. Fiore. Can he latch on to this? Maldini. Rijkaard. And time is up. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Messi. Well, that's well spotted. Madrid have reclaimed it. Serginho. It's a throw-in. Hazard. Looking to play him in. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Beckenbauer spots it and intercepts. Yeah. Knocks it into space. Mbappe. And here's Vieira. He's on it. Can he get away?
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Hazard. Now it's Hullet.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pepe is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Here's Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard. And it's Hazard. And here's Messi. Hullet and Hullet! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Yeah. Passing nice and neat. Luis Suarez! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! About as smooth as it gets!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
First breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, well measured. Kvarat, and the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Deftly away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Good chance here! And he's done very well to deal with it. And that is the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Vasco da Gama currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Back on the way then.
Vasco da Gama really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Mbappe. Rodri. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Kvaratskhelia. Now, can they get him away? He's shifting through the gears here. He's cut it out. Hazard, a player who needs no introduction. Time and again they are repelled. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
No, that was never going to make it.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
This is a promising build-up. It's Luis Suarez! Magnificent! A finish right from the top draw. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And yes, it's him again.
Substitution for Vasco da Gama, number 15.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Number 22.
Vasco da Gama are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Inzaghi. Threads one in. Oh, super find. There's the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Maldini has the space to scheme.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Oh, nice one too, very nice. Can he finish? And that's a tiny finish. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had.
Rummenigge! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Rummenigge, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. He's in it. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. Cruyff, looking for options for movement. Messi. And that's it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running, simply they were beaten. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
And he's managed to gift it back. Bellingham. Looking to play him in. It's a pretty loose pass. Pepe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great chance! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That was a given, it always was.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Pepe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pirlo, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. And claimed it back swiftly. Deftly away. And it's Pirlo. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Eto receives it in a good position.
That's pretty clear, it is a foul.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Roberto Carlos ready. Roberto Carlos! Pirlo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Beckenbauer. And it's Bellingham. Driving forward. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. And it's Bellingham.
That was lovely, that.
Showing good feet. Oh, just skips past his man. Pepe did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he was alert to it. And he's there to get it away. Half-time getting close now. Threads one in. Always onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Elise. Now there's a fine ball. And the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this could be the final action of the first half. They've played it short. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Pirlo. Over to the right flank. That ball looks a good one. Real chance here. There's the shot! Serginho. Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
A quick announcement today that
well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. We're on the move again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, shooting chance! And a neat finish. And this is getting better and better. He made it happen. squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Defending was strong and firm. Nicely weighted ball. Whistle goes again. It's another offside decision. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Bellingham has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Engages and forces him off the ball. Maldini. And here's Eto'o. Serginho. Azar. Chance here to counter. Now that's well seen too. Maldini.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, nice touch. And he's run. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Deftly away.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And that has left him in a heap. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Now, can they get him away? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And that was very necessary. So, what can they make of this? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's having a hit! Messi! Genius! About as smooth as it gets! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
A shift in momentum, perhaps. That's at the end. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, in all honesty, Peter, this would have been seen as a very winnable game.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The
Hello,
game yet to
everybody,
kick off.
and welcome
The
to
excitement
today's match.
already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past.
Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. So just one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Dani Olmo. And it's Olmo. And it's made its way to him, and he's got away from him. Takes a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Messi. Gets a good foot in there. Rijkaard goes sliding in. And he's there to retrieve it. Pedri. Brilliant save from Buffon! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. That is ended up in no man's land. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Some really good ball movement. Rijkaard makes the interception. And it's Messi. That's a good foray he's making. He's shifting through the gears here. De Rossi. And it's Pirlo. Just eases him off the ball. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's bustling through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Messi, he has found the way through. He's had a shot! Against the crossbar. Messi, Dembele, oh, just skips past his man. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Roberto Carlos! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Goes without saying, that was poor. It's Asa! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting cut out like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly. And for the first half, that is that. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
And now,
it's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Danny Olmo. Number 17, Hadrian.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Dembele. Coming on the field, number 4,
Batistuta.
Number 22, Francesco Totti.
Resolute defending there.
Batistuta.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance for a shot! And no mistake. And he is just ripping it up. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Oh, can he get onto this? He's on it, can he get away? Azar. Pirlo. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Totti. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! A class apart, out on his own! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping.
And the finish! Delicious from Jude! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. This looks promising. Oh, well measured. That has been cut short. Now that looks a decent ball. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Batistuta. He's found a way through. Batistuta. And Batistuta! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's Totti. Totti going face-to-face with his great rival. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. 5 minutes left on the clock. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kubo. Well taken goal. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal,
Added minutes have
99
been
times out of
indicated.
100, the keeper's not getting there.
At least that has given their people something to smile about. Tacho cuts it out. Azar. Time added on, 4 minutes. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.